If you guys want to get some amazing controller grips and accessories, then check out fatalgrips.com and use the code Kyle_Burke for 10% off. What's going on, guys? Kyle Birkwood here, and welcome to another video. Now this is a bit of a different video because today I'm going to be talking about all the equipment you need for YouTube. So whether you've just started out YouTube or you've been doing it for a few years but you don't have the equipment yet, well, I've basically wrote a list of equipment you may need, or like some equipment you may need to do YouTube. So before we get into it, leave a like and subscribe, but let's get straight into it. So number one is a camera. So obviously, you know, if you're a vlogger, this will help out a lot. Basically what I mean by a camera is like a Canon or something, like a DSLR or something like that. I'm not like, you know, I'm not so basically when I see a camera, you know, I really like it and stuff. I know a few things about them, but in my time I have used Canon. So I'm more familiar with Canon than I am any others. But honestly, I recommend Canon cameras. So that's pretty much that. If you're a vlogger, then you can use one and stuff like that. But for that, you may need a microphone for your camera itself. So what I mean by a camera microphone is basically like a, I think, what do you call them? I think it's like a, is it a shotgun mic or something? I think that's what you call them. It's like the little microphone that goes on top of your actual camera, and it gives you best quality audio pretty much. So you're definitely going to need one of those as well if you're going to end up getting a camera, because obviously, like I said, it basically, you know, gives you best quality audio and stuff like that. There's also this thing you put over the mic as well, so if you're going out into like public places or outside, and it's really windy, you basically put something on that microphone in order for the wind to stop getting into your microphone. I'm not really sure what the proper name for it is, but I checked that out too. Also, you need a tripod, obviously, so if you want to get a steady shot, or you know, if you don't want to make it look like a handheld shot, then obviously buy a tripod, you know, put your camera onto the tripod, and this basically gives you a steady, not handheld, but a steady shot. And basically you can pan round to different angles and look at different things very smoothly using a tripod. So yeah, 4 is a microphone. So obviously a microphone, so basically if you're a gaming YouTuber or like a commentary YouTuber or basically a reviewing YouTuber, whatever YouTuber you are, you will need a microphone no matter what. So obviously we've just talked about a camera microphone. Obviously that's different to a normal microphone. So what I mean by a normal microphone is like a Blue Snowball, or like, not like that, but you know, like a Blue Yeti, or what is it, a Rode Podcaster or something like that. These are all the microphones you might need if you're a gaming YouTuber, or you are a YouTuber that reviews things, anything like that. I would invest in a microphone as well. So a few ideas is like a Blue Yeti, a Blue Snowball, a Rode Podcaster, stuff like that. They're 3 microphones that I do recommend to look at, definitely. Number 5 is Elgato HD60. So if you don't know what this is basically a capture card. So if you are a gaming YouTuber, you can basically connect this, I think it's up to your TV, your computer and your console, and basically it screen records your gameplay. So if you was to I don't know, make like a gaming video or whatever, you'd basically connect this Elgato to all of your devices in order for it to capture the gameplay you're actually on and stuff like that. And obviously if you want to get audio in that as well, you would have to connect your microphone via your computer, or you know, because obviously when you get an Elgato HD60, you have to download the software onto your computer in order for it to work. So if you want audio in that, you'll have to connect the microphone up to the computer also. Number 6 is face cam. So you might not be one of these YouTubers who does face cam, but if you are, then I do recommend a face cam, which is a Logitech. Now obviously I don't have one of these myself because I don't do face cam, but if you are a YouTuber that does face cam, look at a Logitech face cam. I'm not really sure, I think it's is it a Logitech C920 or something like that? I have no idea what they're called, but a Logitech, I think it's C920. But if you want to search that up and look at that, you can do. It's basically like a little camera that goes onto your monitor or like your computer or whatever, and basically you connect it up and you basically do face cam via that. It also works on live streams as well, so you could use that if you wanted to. Number 7, the most important one, is a computer. Now, computers do cost a lot of money depending on what computer it is, or if it's like custom made or whatever. Computers do cost a lot of money. Now, it depends, because obviously you need monitors with the computer as well, so you can either decide, do you want 1 monitor, do you want 2 monitors, do you want 4 monitors, do you want 3, like, you can have so many monitors for different things if you wanted to. So depending on how many monitors you want to, it does cost a lot of money. And obviously you're gonna buy 1 computer, but if you're only just starting, I would recommend 1 monitor, like, at the beginning. So there you go. Look at some computers as well. Like I said, I'm not really sure what half the computers are called. I know Razer do a lot of computer accessories too. So you've got like a Razer mouse, which is like LED on it. You've got a Razer keyboard with LED lights in between the keys and stuff. And they do some other things as well. But look at Razer as well. Recommend that if you do end up getting a computer. Definitely look at Razer. They do cost quite a lot of money, but that's because of the products they make. They do put a lot of time and quality into the detail and stuff like that. So number 8 is an editing software. Now, some people might be like, oh, this does not cost at all. Well, honestly, you'll be lucky if you get an editing software for free, like a full version anyway, because, like, you know, for example, you've got Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro or whatever it's called now, and you have all this different editing software that costs. Now, if you want a good editing software, I would recommend buying one, like a full version of it, because obviously, you know, getting like a free trial of a free editing software or something like that, I wouldn't recommend that. Obviously, if you're only just starting out, then that's up to you, but I would recommend an editing software that does cost you. So like I said, like Adobe or Final Cut Pro, I think that's got another name now, I'm not really sure, but whatever you call it now. So yeah, editing software, definitely recommend, because obviously you need to edit your videos and stuff. So there you go. Number 9 is lighting. So obviously I'm not even sure if this is a proper name for it, but a box light, I think that's what you call it, or a ring light. So a box light is like, it's on like a stand, and it's in like it's basically covered, it's basically a light inside this box. And basically it just makes, if you're doing a discussion video or you're doing face cam or whatever, you will need one of these lights behind your monitor in order for it to, you know, be a good quality shot and make sure you get professional lighting. Ring light is like, basically it's on a stand and it's a ring with a light. So there you go. Lighting, the most important thing ever, especially if you're doing face cam, because obviously, you know, you got to get that important lighting in there to ensure that, you know, your shot looks great quality and stuff. So number 10 is photo editing software. Now, I've just mentioned editing software to edit your videos, but what I mean by photo editing software is something like Photoshop. So the reason I mention this is because once you've made a video and stuff, you've edited it, obviously you'd want to make a thumbnail for the video. Now, if you don't know what a thumbnail is, it's basically the little picture. I imagine you know what it is anyway, but it's basically the little picture next to the video on YouTube, with like text on it and stuff like that. That's a thumbnail. And basically the best software I recommend for making thumbnails or photo editing software in general is Photoshop. It does cost, I think, but yeah, definitely Photoshop or some photo editing software you can find, as long as it's decent quality, in order for you to make good quality thumbnails for your videos. Number 11 is headphones, and the reason I say headphones is, one, because if you are a gaming YouTuber, you will need headphones to hear gameplay. Not only that though, if you're playing with other people in like a party or something, you'll need to hear hear them via the headset or whatever. I mean, you can use like a gaming headset for that, or you could just get like a, for example, if you had a PS4, you could use like a PS4 headset, But if you could get like a custom one or whatever, or like say for example if you wanted a Razer one, you could get a Razer one. You could use it for anything. So the reason I mentioned headphones though is because the most importantly, headphones to edit with. Now the reason I say this is because, well, basically every time I edit my videos I always wear headphones. Now the reason for this is because, you know, when you wear headphones when you're editing, see, basically when you're recording, you don't really hear the quality of the audio that much because you're talking into a microphone. Whereas when you finish like recording it and you're about to edit it, you know, you have to put headphones on in order for you to make sure, you know, the audio is good quality and you don't miss out little bits of the audio or whatever. So headphones are really important when it comes to editing and listening to audio and stuff like that, especially if there's any like audio cuts or audio bugs or anything in the video. Then you will need headphones to in order for it, you know, to point it out. So I definitely recommend headphones, not only for like if you are a gaming YouTuber, but also to edit with, especially because obviously it's important to hear those important parts of the audio, especially if you don't know what's going on with the audio too. So definitely recommend some headphones. So just in case you missed any, I will go through the list quickly that I wrote now. So camera, tripod, camera, microphone, Elgato HD60, face cam, which I said I recommend Logitech, computer, editing software, lighting, photo editing software, and headphones. So that's the list I wrote down. So basically that's basically some equipment you need for YouTube. So I hope you did all enjoy the video. I hope it helped you out a lot. It is a bit of a different video, but I've been meaning to record this for the last few days now. So yeah, I hope you did all enjoy this video. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and let me know what you recommend or anything like that in the comments section or on Twitter at @Birkwood. And let me know if this video helped you out a lot, because, you know, I'm making this in order for everyone to know what equipment to get and stuff like that. So I hope it did help you out. So leave a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Adios.